How's it going, guys? Today I'm going to be featuring the Gdansk, the legendary tier pan-European destroyer. In this one, it's after the update that Fox Flare got changed, so now instead of having your radar extended to the same duration as your smoke, it's only extended by, 5 seconds? So definitely not nearly as oppressive as it used to be, and a lot more fair, but still, I don't really think that you needed to extend the radar duration at all. But it is something that still sort of exists. I kind of would have rather they just removed it. And then on top of that, we do have Leviathan. Leviathan was just buffed so that when your skill is active, when there's an enemy within 7.5 kilometers, you take 10% less damage from, well, anything basically. Just 10% less damage. So our funny 30k HP build just got even funnier, and now we're just, we thought we were stupid tanky just having sims with like 28k. Now we have 30k, and plus if we're fighting DDs or are ever spotted with something within range, damage is reduced by 10%. So realistically, we have like an effective HP of like, I don't know if the math works out, but like 33k really. And yeah, Gdansk is kind of funny still. Friendlies are pinging the smoke, but since we already killed Shima and the other destroyer is spotted, we know that that's not a destroyer, so we don't really have to worry about him. Enemy gearing charging in towards our Shima and smoking up. Doesn't exactly look very good for our friendly Shima, so we're going to push in and try to help him with the enemy gearing. We're going to go and do as much damage as we possibly can. There is a battleship kiting to the border. I'm like 80% sure it's a Preußen because that is what Preußens do. They just simply kite to the border. But we're just going to push in. That gearing was reversing away from the cap, especially with the Shima in front of him. He's not trying to eat any torpedoes. But now that we know he was reversing away, we pop our radar and we are going to do our best to finish him off within this radar. If not, we do have our smoke to extend our radar duration, but I don't think we really need to. All of our friendly ships are firing at him, and he does go unspotted, and our friendly Zhao does finish him off with like 1 or 2 shells. A little unfortunate, but it is what it is. Enemy battleship decides to finally start pushing in. But yeah, not really it was a GK, not a Preußen. So we were wrong. It was not, in fact, a Preußen. But GK finally decides to push in, and while we're just sailing around, we do spot an enemy Hindenburg who is AFK, which is kind of funny. Although him being AFK, he does actually start playing, so I think he was just there, or maybe he just got back from taking a dump or something, who knows. But yeah, free damage. There's no shame in farming free damage, especially with ledge mods or epic mods. You might as well try to get your stacks just so that you're more effective against the people that are actually playing. Hindenburg starts trying to sail away, and we actually destroyed one of his torp tubes. You gotta love that RNG module HP. Just letting your stuff die whenever. Sometimes you'll get the good roll, and then sometimes you'll get the bad. And unfortunately, unlike PC, we don't exactly have that one mod slot to let us choose which thing that we're increasing survivability for, because it's either secondaries and AA mounts and torp tubes, or your main battery, or I'm pretty sure there's one more thing, but I'm forgetting unless I combine the two in one. But yeah, it would be really nice if we did have that mod slot, just so we could also improve some secondary survivability, because for whatever reason in this game, more often than not, any light cruiser that shoots AP at your secondaries, it's very noticeable on things like Massachusetts, Ohio, and GK. But one AP shell that hits your turret, it's probably a pen, and the secondary turret is dead. And then on top of that, since you can't actually repair or get your destroyed secondary module back, AA builds and secondary builds on battleships kind of pointless, because most of the time they get destroyed very quickly and they basically offer you nothing. Although, who knows, maybe in the future they will update that so they do get repaired. PC is doing a funny thing with modules. Now modules can't actually be destroyed permanently destroyed ever, including main batteries, secondaries, torpedo tubes. Now it's just 2 states of being damaged. There's just your normal damage, which is like your in caps, and then like a critically damaged, which is a non-repairable timer, which I think is really good. And that also goes for your secondaries, torp tubes, AA mounts. So I guess something slightly different than Lesta, where DCP just fixed everything, and there is still some use in targeting turrets, but it's now no longer just going to be insta-blapped to dead, which I think is really good, because it's really not fun playing a Jean Bar and then having just someone randomly black out both of your turrets at the start of a match, which has actually happened like twice to me. Obviously not a huge sample size, but big enough of a problem that I feel like, especially when you have some weird gimmick things, like I'm pretty sure I played Brest, and while we had our 30% dispersion at point blank range, we just popped our 30% dispersion reload boost and insta blacked out like a New Jersey's turret. Yeah, I mean, I can only imagine just one salvo insta gone. I mean, if it could get repaired after like 90 seconds or something, but not from a DCP, I feel like that would be fine. But yeah, 30k HP Gdansk, we're just gunboating everything we possibly can. Unfortunately though, everything that we're getting really low is getting yoinked. We have 3 kills and we need 2 more in order to get our Kraken, which is kind of what we want. We always love getting our Krakens. But enemy Yamato, very low, reversing away, and unfortunately we kind of left range. This enemy Hindenburg charging in, I mean, we kind of saw him after we tried to torpedo him, turning in, and since he wasn't spotted, we kind of assumed that he was going to be a problem for us. So we started sailing away very early before our smoke ended, and now we're just going to do our best to farm him since we have more than 30 millimeters of pen. Hindenburg is just going to keep eating damage, and as he pushes in, I mean, he's basically almost into our Leviathan, and now that he is in our Leviathan, we're going to just sit here. I mean, we have 22k effective HP, and then on top of that, we have our 10% damage reduction, so we're just going to sit here and do some funny things as we black out this Hindenburg's torp tubes as well. Hindenburg getting very low. I mean, all we really need to do is shoot at his turrets, or not his turrets, but his bow, and then we're gonna get some full pen damage. Unfortunately, we set him on fire, and a Minotaur ends up yoinking that. Couple of kills yoinked by friendlies. Kind of unfortunate. So we were 2 kills shy of a Kraken, and we ended up with 4 assists. Meanwhile, we had 3600 base XP and more than doubled the next guy. So yeah, kind of unfortunate. Definitely a lot of things got yoinked. Gearing, Hindenburgs. Yeah, unfortunate. It is what it is. We did have a fairly monster game just doing our job. Smoking up and farming things. Kind of, I don't know. I feel like Gdansk doesn't need its quarter pen. Is it even quarter pen? Pen's like 34. Yeah, I don't think Gdansk needs its quarter pen. Could probably get away with just normal pen on destroyers, and I think I'd rather have AP. Because not having EP whenever there's like a broadside Minotaur or something, I don't know, feels kind of sad. I mean, especially because it's sort of Mogador. I'm pretty sure if the EP was French AP, we could then also Citadel stuff like Brisbane and light cruisers and Minotaurs. But yeah, maybe in the future, who knows. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, they did touch Fox Flair, but I don't think that was the root issue. I feel like the root issue is the fact of how much damage this thing can do to other classes. And yeah, I mean, we still get an extended radar for no reason, and I don't think we really need that. But anyway, that's pretty much it for this one with the nerfed sort of Fox Flare and buff Leviathan. And if you enjoyed this video, share with your friends. If not, I guess you don't have to. But anyway, till next time, aloha.